They don't know you exist. They don't necessarily like you because they don't know you, and they also don't trust you. What's up guys, my name is Ryan Weber, and today we are going to talk about marketing strategies for small businesses specifically. So small businesses are what they are named, small businesses. They're not large corporations. You don't have an unlimited budget like these other places that you hear about. You have a very tight, strict budget to grow your business. That's what happens when you own a small business. This is my third small business that I've owned, and my wife also owns one, so technically 4. So I'm kind of used to the small business marketing and business. I just spoke with another company, and they had a person that they hired for their CMO role. And they came from a very corporate, large corporation background and had all the prerequisites that you could imagine to be a good marketing person for this company. This company was growing, and the problem they ran into is person A that came from large corporations had large corporation marketing ideas, which were awesome for large corporations. But the company was too small and just couldn't have those ideas executed on. So when it comes to marketing for small businesses, you've got a couple different things you can do. In 2022, here are 3 marketing strategies you can do that I would recommend that can keep you growing, but on a tight budget as well, being a small business owner. The first thing, people go to Google when they're ready to buy. You want to be ranked #1 in Google. The problem is, that's a very expensive thing to do, to be ranked #1 in Google. You got to pay for SEO, you got to have a really high-end website, you got to have a ton of website traffic, and it's really challenging to be #1. However, it's not very challenging to be #1 in Google Maps. And Google Maps pops up above regular old Google searches. So my goal from a small business owner is to be ranked #1 or on the first page of Google Maps. How do you do that? Reviews. The more reviews you have, the more up-to-date that profile is, the more likely you will be ranked #1 in Google Maps. And that's where I want to be ranked #1. How do you get reviews? Well, just ask people. Honestly, that's probably the most important thing. You've just got to ask them to go ahead and give you a review. You can do it with a follow-up text message. You can do it with a follow-up email. You can do it as you're sitting right there with the person. Say, hey, if you scan this QR code, would you mind giving us a review? It just helps us be ranked higher in Google so we can get more clients, just like you. And more than likely, if they had a good experience, they're gonna do it right there. Another idea I've used in the past is rate to donate. They scan the QR code and it said, if you give us a rating, a review, then we're gonna donate $5 on your behalf. So some sort of donation charity thing that we did with that worked really well, because people always wanna be a part of something that's positive and good, and they didn't have to do anything other than just give us a rating. So Google Maps, that's where I would start as my #1 marketing strategy that cost me $0, honestly. #2 marketing strategy I would do is, I'm gonna continue preaching it until I see more and more business owners doing it, get on video. The thing is, you don't need to do these super high-end videos. You have to create videos that educate, entertain, and ultimately help your client. So we call this the help first model. This is what my whole entire business career has been built on. I want to help as many people as I possibly can for free. I'm not asking for anything in return. All I'm trying to do is help you be a better business owner. And I'm doing that by creating these educational videos just like this, because I would typically do this in a one-on-one consulting setting. I would charge $300 to $400 per hour to talk to somebody and go through these marketing tips and strategies for them to be able to go and execute on. Well, I'm doing this for free, and I'm not expecting anything in return. That's also a way you can get more clients to your business, because they already feel trusted to you. You've already given them things that they've used, they've tried, it's worked, you've educated them, and you've built a trust. And so whenever they need whatever it is that you sell, you're gonna be the first person that they think of and want to go back and go use you and your service. And like I said, you don't have to have them super high end. You don't have to have a whole video production company to do it. We just get lucky because that's what we do. But my wife has been doing this for the past year. She has now 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. She has people calling her weekly saying, hey, I watched all of Tiffany's videos on YouTube. She is the person I want to use for my legal services, even though she can't help them because she's not in the same state as them. But people are calling her office saying that's the person I want to work with, because she's given out so many legal tips and information for free. And the last and final thing that I would suggest doing to move the needle in your business in 2022 from a marketing strategy standpoint is networking. You are a small business owner. People buy from people that they know, they like, and they trust. If you're not in the community, they don't know you exist, they don't necessarily like you because they don't know you, and they also don't trust you. Maybe you can build some trust with some of your videos and your education, but the more active you are in your community, the more likely you are going to get referrals. The more people see your face out in the community, the more they remember, oh yeah, that's that person that does XYZ. When we go to the coffee shop, just going and hanging out, grabbing a coffee, we'll sit there for a few minutes, and every now and then we'll have someone walk by and say, Ryan, good to see you. I forgot, I need to give you a call. And then they give me a call and we get a video project that we go and work with that person because they remembered when they saw me, that's right, I do need to give you a call. But if they didn't see me, they wouldn't have remembered that. So the main takeaway from that is be an active person in your community. Just be there, be active, and do good things in the community, and good things are gonna come back to you. Those are my 3 tips for 2022 to have a marketing strategy for small businesses. This is doing marketing on a budget without spending a whole bunch of money and having to do all these crazy things. They're things that the business owner can go do immediately and go see an immediate impact in their business. So if you got questions about that, let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you want more information on marketing and video tips. My name is Ryan Weber, and I will see you in the next video.